Hey, it's Griff and Sarah, and we're at Grant Cottage.
On Mount McGregor in Wilton, New York.
That's where we are.
That's where we are. Well, the blinker works on it.
Oh, yeah, he's got that work. All right, guys, we're going to Grant Cottage. It's not Grant's Cottage, it's Grant Cottage.
Grant.
Right. As in Ulysses S. Grant. The S stands for nothing. It was a mistake made at West Point, and he is stuck with it. His actual first name is Hiram, which is unfortunate.
Because so, like the S instead of Hiram.
He probably just
got the better of the deal.
Anyways, I was mistaken. He did not die from renal failure.
What did he die of?
He died of throat cancer and some other kind of cancer, which he was given cocaine water to ease the pain. He couldn't talk, so he drank cocaine water. Which,
wow. Imagine being on cocaine and not being able to talk.
I know. Jesus. Anyway, so that's probably why he got
I've heard.
You know, he had to write a book. Mark Twain wanted to publish the second volume of his memoirs, so he had to get it together real quick because he only had about $189 left in his checking account because of his dipshit son getting involved in a Ponzi scheme and using up all his bread. So he needed to write a book. He needed to do it fast. What better way to do it than cocaine water? But
if you can't talk, you can write, I guess.
Turns out, I guess he was a really good writer. I mean, I don't think he knew that himself, but there weren't a lot of revisions made. There wasn't a lot of corrections made.
Well, what did he write the book about?
I think it was about him being in the Civil War and the Mexican War, and you know, because he was a pretty heroic guy there for a long time. He started off in somewhere. I think it was somewhere in Ohio on the Ohio-Kentucky border. Father ran a shop, leather goods shop or something like that, so he came from small beginnings, ended up at West Point, and hence his change of name, and there you go. He got to be a general pretty quick, and then he ended up as president 2 terms, and all this about him being a drunkard and all that. I mean, he was an alcoholic, but he wasn't like a sloppy drunkard like they portrayed him as, but that was his political enemies and the guys from South during Reconstruction. They weren't having it. They're giving him a hard time. So we're going to go check out his cottage. It's right next to a prison. I think the prison is closed now.
It is.
But we will get to see some of the prison from, I'm sure they haven't taken the gates down yet, but I might be wrong.
I don't know. I'm curious.
All right, we're heading to Grant's Cottage. Not Grant's Cottage, Grant Cottage.
Grant Cottage.
Alright, you guys, it might not be that easy to see, but zoom in. And there's the prison up there on the top of that hill. We're going to catch it here in a second. So, it's up there. That's where we're going. Here at US 9 and Ballard Road. We'll be crossing over and then turn it up at the next thing?
Yep.
Yes, it's right up there. Go up the mountain. See what we got. Alright, we're going up the old mountain here. And yeah, it's nice and cool up here. Well, it's a cool day anyway. But that's one of the reasons that Grant came up here in 1885 because it was so hot down in New York City and he couldn't get his head straight to write the book. So he came up here where it was a lot more comfortable. Alright, coming up on the gate. I don't know how this works anymore. We'll find out. Alright, so it says to proceed to the visitor center, so we don't have to stop at this checkpoint anymore.
Proceeding. Big bump.
Yeah, got a couple of bumps to do.
Another one. Woo.
There we are.
That's a.
Okay.
No, it was a road. That wasn't mean.
Alright, guys, we're making our approach here.
Here it is. Historic Mount McGregor.
Yep.
Summit elevation, 1,070 feet.
1,070 feet. Well, my ears are popping a little bit, but
some kind of hotel and resort, and I don't mean the jail. Said it on the sign.
Is that what that sign said?
No, the jail was a different kind of resort.
Yeah. is a medium or minimum security prison. So we've got some kind of visitor center right up here.
Here we go.
All right.
Historic Mount McGregor.
Maybe it's not the visitor center. Got a garage door.
Metropolitan Life Sanitarium.
Yeah.
Wow, all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
If somebody had on my trailer, I would have stopped.
We'll just keep
But
there you go.
hold on, Griff.
There it is. Prison.
Whoa.
See the prison up there again.
Thank you.
Tour today?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
You can just park right next to that black vehicle there.
Okay.
Ready to get your I'll take care of your tickets ready to
Thank you.
All right, great. All right. All right. Breaker Cottage. College. So they moved it off the summit a little bit to build the hotel. I think the hotel is where the prison is now.
Belmora.
He thinks it's a period piece, but it would be like a typewriter. The president would write out the memoirs longhand, and then someone would be here typing. Fred also helped with the editing of the memoirs. The memoirs are so important to this building because number one, they're a great piece of literature. They're still in print today. Shows the wallpaper. They use that photo to recreate what the wallpaper would have looked like in here. But the carpets, as I said, these are the actual carpets. They were here when the president and his family were here. The president was suffering, obviously, from inoperable and terminal throat cancer. He could not recline in the bed and sleep. He would choke and become sick, so he sat sleeping up. All right, sat in these chairs. These are the actual chairs presidents had here when he was here. So he needed a clear head, right? He couldn't be too doped up. He was in tremendous pain. So they did give him small injections of morphine to ease the pain. They also used cocaine swab on his throat. And this is the actual bottle of cocaine water that was here and used to treat the president. You can see that some of the cocaine has crystallized on the bottom. There's been some condensation, and the actual crystals of cocaine are visible there. This is a very popular. The kids that come through here, the high school students, oh wow, look at this. Exactly.
Cocaine.
Games, they sat around the fireplace, socializing with one another. Remember, the grandchildren were here. They were probably running around, playing, and it was a great family setting. President would always say, "Don't worry about me. I'm okay right now." Yeah, just in time. It just makes it. You can imagine the mass. It's not the actual death mass. It's a reproduction. Very popular thing that was done in that time frame. There's one of Lincoln as well. And this is a photo of the viewing in New York City. His ring is his wedding ring is being removed by his son from his finger. This is a photo of the cottage at the time of the funeral here. All right, so here are the actual flowers that were sent to the cottage for the funeral. These are the floral arrangements. There's one from a GAR post with the sword and the pillow. And there's this large floral arrangement. These are dried flowers that have survived 137 years. We thought there was some kind of a special coating that was placed on them, but there isn't. There was a person that came through who's an expert on floral arrangements and floral preservation and assured us that these are dried flowers. They're called eternelles, Eternelles.
Yeah.
Came over
Best way to get
Schuylerville.
around back then was by rail. Guess we're heading down to the Overlook where they brought Grant, just before he died. Apparently it collapsed. And that was that. Dragged him back up top, got him a bed from the hotel. Alright, we're approaching the overlook. Looks like it's going to open right up. It's vast. You're supposed to get a little plaque there. And you'll also see this on Roadside America. There it is. There's the overlook. See the Adirondacks. I believe that is the spot that he fell.
9 runs
All right,
parallel
here's the
to
stone that
87.
marks the spot. That is last view.
That's the 9. Yeah.
All right, here's the correctional facility. See all the razor wire and guard tower. We can't go any farther past this, but you get an idea. Got a good view up here, these guys, though.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I bet they got good cell reception too.
bet they did. Alright, guys, we're going over to the gift shop. Sarah wants to start picking up on, bumper stickers, mainly to cover the car, get some rust spots to deal with. And here it is.
All
What do we
right.
got here?
Oh, I don't know.
There's the
We'll
neat
find
stuff.
out.
Welcome back.
Thank
Yes.
you. I just love a good gift shop.
Yeah.
It was great. The movie was informative.
Who was your tour guide?
Oh, yeah.
David.
Is that Dave?
He did a nice job.
Okay.
Other than the 2 ladies crashed in the movie.
It's all right.
So it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, they didn't wait around for me to
No.
have this is my story.
Well, that happens.
That's right, but they watched it again.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
Now, do you happen to have some bumper stickers
I do.
Hmm.
right
They
here
are on the end, the larger
on the rear end?
sticker.
In the rear end?
Yeah. So this is the first sticker that I'm going to apply to the Adventure Mobile.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll find many more to add.
All
So I'm
right.
thinking like right here.
Okay. I got it on the metal.
Let me spuff it up here.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You ready?
We're going to finally get the back of this goddamn thing off.
That was half the battle.
You know it.
All right,
Really.
well, here we go. Let me scrape off that little piece of schmutz. And huzzah!
It's the first one.
The first sticker on the Adventure Mobile to commemorate our visit to Grand Cottage, Mount McGregor, New York.
200th anniversary of his birthday.
Birthday.
All right. Cool. All right, guys. This is the crazy stuff here. Go do rumble strip. Which I got we're out of here. There's a right around and get these 2 big
Yeah.
bumps. So don't get out of here fast. That's for sure.
Hold on. Oh,
That was all for prison security. So you don't need that these days. You can just come right on in.
come on.
Just go slow when you're going through the gate. Remember, guys, like and subscribe.